It's all good. I mean, we got into it a little bit, me and my dad. But, I mean, we cool now. We squashed it. And, you know, it's always going to be a family brand regardless of whether I go, you know, Nike or Adidas or anybody. But I would love to stay, you know. But I got a family now I got to look out for. And if it's not ran the way I want it to be run and not doing what I want it to do, then I got to move on.
So what went through your mind when, like, you just everything, like, when you first caught wind of, like, everything that happened, like, with Allen and taking money, like, what went through your mind? Because, like, essentially, like, that, like you said before, like, that was, like, your second dad.
Yeah.
So it was, like what like, cause I can't even imagine, you know, if I was in that position, like, what would be going through your mind? I'd be a lot of hatred. I'd be heated.
All that. Just shocked, you know, mad, you know, hurt, all that. I mean, Allen was there from the jump. You know, he was there draft night. You know, he had a room in the house I bought my mom. You know, he had a room there. So, I mean, I thought it happened. You know, it hurt me. I covered up the BBB and everything. But then as I got to look back on it, I'm like, it could be fixed. It could be fixed. At the end of the day, you know, he took some money. He didn't take my life. He didn't take nobody I love's life. So, you know, it could be fixed. It could be redone. And just get back on track and just figure out what's important. You know, every business, you know, goes through ups and downs. You know, that was a down, obviously, because he just had so much control, so much power. And a lot of stuff happened because of him. But, you know, he's out of here now. You know, I'm glad we caught it when I was 21.
Yeah.
Instead of like some other guys.
Waited a couple years.
Know, yeah. So
I would have been ready to pop off for real.
Yeah, but even the fact that you're, you know, speaking on it the way that you are and you're looking on the bright side and you're moving past it, I think is super commendable.
Yeah.
And like you said, you know, growing up with a family first mentality, like as long as you have them, you're blessed, really.
For sure.
And you know, luckily you're in a position where it's not money that can't be made back.
Right.
And I feel like situations like that are a win-win, right? It's either you have someone that you can do great work with and it's all full steam ahead, or you find out that it's not who you're supposed to be working with, and then you move on. And so I think, you know, it can be a blessing in disguise, especially with, you seem like you're in a great spot right now with everything. And
yeah, I'm all good, ready to move forward. Yep.
The Chicago Bulls looking real nice this year. I don't know. They got a lot of weapons. Nikola Vucevic. They had DeRozan, Lonzo Ball, Zach LaVine. They're looking pretty nice. I watched a couple of their games. I know it's early in the season, but they're looking like they could cause some damage, like they could be a real threat coming out of that East. But anyway, this video is not about that. The video about Lonzo Ball and Big Baller Brand, how a long time family friend was stealing money, and we'll talk about all that and, you know, lessons that you can learn from the situation as well. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. What up, though? My name is Kevin Melson with Beyond Your Limits, and in this video we got Lonzo Ball talking about how a longtime family friend who was running Big Baller Brand for them, he was taking money and I guess mismanaging the business in ways that he wasn't supposed to. And that's the first point I want you to get out of this video, is that you gotta learn, you gotta have financial literacy for yourself. And like they said, it's a blessing that they were able to catch it early on. Then, you know, years down the line, it could have caused a whole lot more damage. You could have stole a whole lot more money. But you want to manage your money yourself. I mean, even right now, if you're a kid or you know, a teenager, or if you're an adult, whoever watching this, you want to know what's going on with your money at all times. You don't want to give anybody the power to just go and do whatever they want with your money. You don't want anybody else paying your bills for you, anybody else with just access to your money like that. Because, I mean, even if they're good people, you know, just the fact that if you made a lot of money, if you went to the NBA and you're perceived as being rich, I mean, and someone has access to all of your money, I mean, they might be a good person, but that's tempting to someone who probably doesn't, you know, have much, or that desires to want a lot more. You know, that's could be tempting for them. So you want to make sure that you know where all of your money is going at all times. And you want to have financial literacy. You don't want to just know where it's going. You want to put your money in places where it's going to grow. You want to put your money, you want to do research and, you want to read financial books and things like that. You want to know where other rich people are putting their money. I mean, not necessarily your teammates, because they probably don't know either. You want to know where the old money is putting their money at. You want to know where Warren Buffett is putting his money at. The people whose families have had money for years, what are they doing with their money? A lot of them are putting their money in stocks and real estate and things like that. So you want to learn those things, and you want to put your money there, but you want to know where your money is going. You just don't want to give your money to a money manager and say, here, make it grow, or do what you want to do, or do what you do. You don't want to do that. You want to know where all of your money is going, because if you know where it's going, then there's a less likelihood of somebody can take advantage of you. If you just give your money to a money manager and you don't know what they're doing with your money, you're easy game. It's easy to trick. It's easy to take your money. If you're just giving it to somebody and don't really know what they're doing, they might give you a document or a form or something like that, but you want to know where your money's going. And that's the biggest point you want to take out of this video, is that you want to take your financial future into your own hands. You don't want to give it to somebody else. If you don't know what to do, you need to read up, you need to learn about it, you need to be able to do it for yourself. You don't want to have to give your money, you don't want to trust your financial future to somebody else, especially somebody you don't even know, somebody that's just been a financial planner. No, you want to keep that in your hands. So if things go bad, it's your fault. When things go good, it's your fault too. But if you give it to that financial planner, if it go bad, hey, that's his fault. But you don't want to put that in somebody else's hands. The second thing about this video that really hit me was Lonzo Ball's maturity about the whole situation. At 21 years old, if someone stole millions of dollars from me or stole anything from me, man, I'd be irate, and I definitely wouldn't have took it in stride like Lonzo Ball has in this video right here. He showed a lot of maturity and just realizing that, all is not lost. He's still in the NBA. He's still making millions of dollars. Nothing has really changed. Even though he stole a bunch of money from him, he still has a lot of money. He still has a lot of years to go to earn more money and, make moves with his money. So he really took that in stride, and I thought that was really mature of him as a 21-year-old in that video, because I was just thinking about the 21-year-old me. If somebody stole anything from me, if somebody stole my pencil, I'd be pissed. So, and not to say that he wasn't pissed, but his perspective on things was really impressive to me, that he knew that, it could be repaired, that, he lost that money, but you can always gain money back. Like he said, he had his family, everybody was healthy and safe, and, that's what really mattered. And that's the last thing I wanted to tell you guys about this video, is just that to keep things in perspective. What's really important, a lot of people get, sidetracked by things that's not important. It's a saying that goes, don't major in minor things. So when something is really not that big of a deal, just let it go and just focus on what's really important to you. And you should know what's really important to you. Your family, your faith, whatever may be important to you, you want to make sure you keep that the main thing. You don't want to let, something as trivial as, it's probably a lot of money for everybody else. It's even a lot of money for Lonzo Ball maybe, but for that to sidetrack his career and for him to focus on that's something that he can't change. It's something that happened, and it's nothing he can do about it. And so a lot of people, they stay stuck in the past. Something happened to them, and they always thinking about it. They always reflecting on it. They don't go forward. They just keep thinking about the past and the past. So you always got to be focused on moving forward, the things that you want, the things that are important to you. And that's That's what's most important. You want to focus on where you're going more so than where you've been. I mean, it's cool to reflect back on, things, that you've accomplished in the past, and even bad things. It's okay to reflect on them every once in a while, but you don't want to focus on them. Your main focus should be ahead. What are you trying to get to right now? Your main focus should be where you're going and where you're at. All right, so if you keep that in mind, it'll take you a long way. Focus on where you're at and where you're trying to go, and then you'll get there. All right, thanks for watching this video. I hope you got a lot of value out of it, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.